Justin Burns here, and welcome to the Create Avatar section. In this video, I'm going to show you how to effectively fill out your avatar section, answer the questions effectively so that you can create those game-changing tools, okay? That's what we're going to be doing. I want to walk you through that so that you have that at your disposal and that you have an ability to obviously create an effective script and a high converting script. So as soon as you log in, you're just going to navigate to the new avatar section, and you're going to see 6 steps here. Okay, so the first one is the ideal avatar profile. Okay, so what we're going to do is just name our profile. This is going to be, as I gave you an example, this is going to be whatever it is that you're going to be doing. So whether it's going to be like your service promotion, your giveaway promotion, if you want to specifically do one just for advertising, you want to make sure that you go in here and name your profile, okay? So I'm going to do a webinar, okay? I'm just going to say, you know, webinar. I could even put the example here, webinar promo Cindy, and I'm going to put that in here. And I'm going to move on to the next thing. So what is the age of the avatar? So I'm just going to put 18. Is it male or female who you're targeting? Again, this is all about who's your ideal customer and you know how you're targeting them. What's the education level? What is going to be the relationship status? Single, married, widowed? And then you're going to answer the industry question. So what industry or niche is this offer in? Okay, you want to think about who you're targeting, okay? Not just, you know, this particular niche, but you want to kind of, you know, how do they self-identify? Are they marketers? Are they information marketers? Are they, you know, just consumers? You know, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you put it in here. So let's just go ahead and put marketers here. And then we're just going to press next. And then as you can see, we're going to be at the USP framework. So the USP framework is really just a set of questions that's really going to help you to come up with, obviously, an ability to differentiate your messaging and answer these questions. The first question is the epiphany moment. What this is going to be is, you know, how did you come into what you're offering? Right. And I gave an example here that, you know, I discovered this. I was sitting at a dining room table after the 4th time with my back against the wall. OK, you want to kind of, you know, in about a couple sentences. OK, not anything very long, just in a couple sentences. What was that epiphany moment? The next question is, what is the number one thing that you want to show them how to do? What is that number one thing? You want to think about that and make sure that you answer this. Next question is specific end result. So you want to really think about this. I have a general one in here about make more money and grow your business, but you want to think about what is that specific end result that you are delivering. Okay. Now the next question is, why is it important for them to have this end result? Like, why is it important for them? That's the biggest thing. You want to think about that because, again, how you sell and copy is thinking about why they're doing it. That's the biggest thing, okay? Now, the next thing is, because of this end result, I am now able to, so you're thinking about this from your prospective client, okay, or your perspective, who you're targeting, your avatar, okay, so now because of this, I'm now able to enjoy family, experience freedom. You want to start to think about that. Next thing is we get into the benefits, okay? So benefits, like thinking about this, the benefits really come down to, you know, the things that they really want, right? So like maybe they want to spend more time with their children, right? You don't want to get you don't want to go into describing features here. That's not the objective of this. You want to go into kind of describing some of the benefits, okay? So they want to spend more time. They want to make more money, whatever it is. They want to get more clients. They want to attract the right type of clients. So then you want to go here and obviously do benefit 2, benefit 3. You want to do a few benefits. Then we get into what are you showing them how to do? Okay, like specifically, and you typically want to start off with a how-to. Okay, so that, like, you want to make sure you enter that into this section. You want to always start off with how-to. I'm teaching them how to do blank. I'm teaching them how to, you know, effectively do this, whatever that is. Okay, now the next question is, why should they listen to you? Okay, like what is the reason why they should listen to you? And this is going to be more of a positioning statement. So as you can see here, I'm responsible for millions in profit for my clients and have been online for 20 years. Okay, so that's one of the things you want to make sure you do. It's really a simple statement. You don't want to go in here and fill out a 2-paragraph sort of thing or a whole 1 page. This is just to kind of really self-identify throughout your sales letter, some of the marketing we have in the back, and some of the scripts is why should they listen to you? The final question in this section is, what is your personal story related to this? So kind of thinking about typically a really good story is an example that I gave here, which is, you may think of this, hey, this is an epiphany moment, but it's not. It's usually kind of talking about, maybe a struggle in 2 sentences. I remember struggling with blank. And then I was able to, find this solution, which is my product. Okay, this comes in handy because this allows you to not have to sound like a robot in your particular, marketing. Okay, so that's why you want to have those stories, and that's why it's important because, again, in the future, we're going to be adding more story templates, and you'll be able to obviously come in here and add your questions here. Step 3 is the pain point and focus. So now we're getting into the pain point. Okay, so first question is, what is the pain that they want to avoid? Okay, so like maybe they're losing money. You want to go in here and really think about this. Don't just put anything in the box. Start to really think about what is the ultimate point that they want to avoid. Okay, what are the major problems that they face? Name a few here. They're overpaying on their bills. They're not getting a return on investment. So you want to go in here and name a few here. And then how does your product, service, or your giveaway help them to avoid that pain, right? So with this, right, you want to always start off with this free report or with, this service. You'll be able to stop overwhelm with bills and losing money on ads, okay? Now, what were your roadblocks before you discovered this solution? Okay, kind of similar to the last section of our personal story, but we kind of want to sprinkle this throughout the sales letter when we're bringing up maybe like a metaphor. So that's the whole point of this. And then the final thing is, what will it cost them by not having your solution? This is a really important question and a loaded question because we want them to know, like, hey, this is what it's going to cost them by not having your particular solution. Now, step 4 is the offer. Okay, so who is writing this offer? Okay, so you want to make sure that whoever it is, if you have a person, make sure that you put that down there. And what do you specialize in? So this is a statement where, hey, I specialize in helping entrepreneurs to grow their business. I help. So this is typically going to be like a sentence or so, and that's just what you specialize in. Then, what is going to be the product, service, or giveaway name? So what have you titled your product? The 3 ways to doing this, or the 8-step blueprint, or whatever it is, okay? Or if you're not even in that field and you're selling something else, right? You want to make sure you put the title of whatever it is you're giving away, your lead magnet, your product, whatever it is. How fast can they get a result by using your products? If they use your product, they're going to get those sort of benefits that you talked about within 30 days or less, or, 2 months or less, whatever it is. Now, we're going to think about what type of offer that we are using. So these are the main offers that you can promote within ScriptEngage. So, or that you can add to ScriptEngage. Okay, so you got product, webinar, a service, okay, a lead magnet, a coaching program, or a strategy session. Okay, if you have a regular product, it's going to fall under, like, a physical product, it's going to fall under product. Okay, so if you have an e-commerce store, it's going to fall under product. And then what's the price point of your product? Okay, what's the component? So what are the specific components of your offer? This is where you want to get into the specific. Is it a 21-page ebook? Is it a 8-week training course? Whatever it is, you want to make sure you map out the components. Do you have an upsell? Okay, so this is where you want to go here. You either have an OTO or a upsell, and you want to do the same thing here as well. What's going to be the guarantee for your offer? Is it a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day? We've even included things up to 365 days. If you are feeling lucky and just say, hey, listen, I want to provide the best guarantee in the industry, you are able to do so with this. And if you have any bonuses, you're going to come in here and obviously add your bonuses in here as well. Your testimonials. So if you have some testimonials, you're going to come in here and add obviously like your testimonials as well. Okay. Now, section 5, very short section, is going to be your call to action. And this is going to be specifically for your ads and also for your sales copy. So at the top, you're just going to kind of see, what drop down you want for them to take action. Okay. Apply now, whatever it is. And then why should they take action? You need to take action because there's only limited spots. Okay. You need to take action for your future. Okay. This is kind of the open general thing, but you want to make sure again that you answer this question. What's going to be the call to action for your sales copy? So you're going to choose one of these. So this is really going to be specific. If you're doing like a sales letter, whatever it is, you are going to go in here and do click here, and I'll add that to your sales copy. Now, what happens after they sign up? Okay, so this is telling your prospect what's going to happen after they sign up. They're going to be taken directly to a members area. Whatever it is, that's what you want to make sure that you do. Now, one thing to note is that if I were you, I would separate, again, each campaign. If you're doing a webinar, I would create a webinar specifically, an avatar just for that, okay? If you are going to do a lead magnet sort of campaign, I would create a campaign just for that. Okay, now you could generate any type of script, but I would do that just to keep everything organized. Okay, so that's just like a side tip for you. Step 6, which is the final tip, is to kind of name your persona. Okay, so this is going to, the whole point of this is if you have a name that you're writing, okay, and then maybe you have a different persona, you're going to put that right there. If it's the same, if you're kind of, promoting in the same name, then you don't need the persona. You could just put the same name. Okay. Now, what's your website? This is going to be general stuff, phone number, email address. You don't need any help filling these things out. But you got your name, you got your link to your buy offer, how they're going to buy it. You're going to put your link in there. And then you want to put your social media stuff. So like your Facebook profile and your Twitter profile. That's it. Okay. So these are really important for you, obviously, to fill out your avatar. But the biggest tip that I have for you is just to really think about your end customer. Okay. When you're filling this out, don't just rush through this. Don't just like say, hey, let me just answer the question as fast as possible. You want to make sure you give this some thought process. When you give it that thought process, that effective thought process of who your customer is, what they want, those different things, it creates an awesome script that will get you results. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in the next video.